There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, y'all? We are live. Missions. Alright, switch back to my POV. Alright. Alright, now I feel good.
Lord Mighty, us healers in the Twilight Courtyard believe in being careful.
Alright, let's switch it up. Let's do winging castles.
Lord Mighty, let's each do our duty.
Alright, let's do this. Now let's continue where we last left off. Because Aglaia died, Final is now in charge of. Basically, he's now in charge and everything.
This
so now.
was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson.
Yep.
I can still see that day in my mind.
Alright.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning.
Alright, what's up, guys?
If you
Let's
ever
continue
do
where we left
anything
off.
disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't?
Firstly, call me Professor.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Honkai Starwell. Because right now we gotta continue back where we left off. So, last time we left off, Aglaia died. Oof. Final took over, and now it's up to us to fulfill the prophecy, since there's only like 2 more left.
Secondly, to clarify, the last
Well, how you
lesson
guys doing, by
means
the
the
way?
last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy. And all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to
What's up, Mohammed?
discuss the students' post-graduation
How you doing, brother?
aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
How do people do it like, okay, this is how they do it.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Alright, like this.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this,
Well, yeah, how you doing,
Let's go
Mohammed?
through the process.
How's life going?
since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of IDs Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, It's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring.
I didn't say.
Well,
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you?
and
go
Professor
next?
next ain't no joke.
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
It's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, Assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a
Well, yeah, this is just a
description of the hero's
memory,
achievements.
like a throwback.
But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation. To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page.
Little Ika.
I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that, but my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream. Danny, what are you
Hey,
doing
Don
here?
Hong. I expect to see you again in the Grove. Why not mention you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquilia? Are you here to...
You guessed it.
Yeah.
To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the Grove.
The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquilia. Undertaking such a violent ceremony alone is too far risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You'll protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brought you here, Danny?
Ooh, sorry, y'all. Going as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. I'll get back to the actual express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Yes. Will be smooth sailing, yeah.
Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
He has a hidden power, but the Council of Elders.
No, I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry about it. There's a lot I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
Thinking the same thing. The Grove is fought with danger right now. An extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, should we get going?
Alright. Search for the ancestral ghost. Alright, let's do this. So, I got, look at how many stellar jades I got. So now, let's continue where I left off. Alright, let's go.
The chroma coffer is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor nearby.
Alright. What's this?
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the chroma coffer. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Akula again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chroma coffer and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Sky Folk reascend to the heavens.
Is it to prevent those who are not qualified from pointlessly losing their lives?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Right.
I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
I listen carefully. The ancestral ghost.
Who has awakened me?
It's I, Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber.
Right.
You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
Right.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name. So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Indeed, it has.
Yes.
I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion.
Right.
And retrieving the core flame of Akula is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young. And you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. It's probably downstairs. Nothing. back to what I was doing. I'm back.
1,000 years
Sorry
ago,
about that, y'all.
Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Akula's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen Skyfolk. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms, to conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within. Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
Well done, Hyacinth.
Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Looks like you have us paid off.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. Pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akuma together?
Vortex of Genesis, huh? I obviously trust. Yeah.
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny. That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths.
Right.
Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
Right.
Got it.
Right. Spirit, reveal the way. Right.
The vortex of Genesis.
And we're here.
Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises, but this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her?
Tribby and Cypher.
I think I know.
Do you have to go already, Syphy? It's been ages since you were last in Akuma. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphy.
Yeah,
He's
she
still
got
so young, yet
playing me, right?
he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
Right.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphy.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaia in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby. Before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean?
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphy. Zinni is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphy cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Use the corner wounds the ability to teleport away from the vortex.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand.
Right.
Whoa, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Zinni? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphy's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
Alright. Search for ancestral ghost.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Converse with the ancestor.
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's flame chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos heir's flame-chase journey is nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios? Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty? As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters
Aglaya?
Yeah.
Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time. And lasted for so long. Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, you must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebium.
Yes. But unfortunately...
I see.
Yeah.
Yet, Trebios's prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head-on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, but your resolve...
Your blessing is a treasure.
Oh, we got the blessing. Nice.
General Ectra is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
Alright. Back, how'd it go?
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny.
You want to show me what your ancestor spirit said to you? Alright, the conversation with General Ectra.
What's wrong, Danny?
Nothing. It sounds like everything went smoothly. It's just, I'm a bit concerned about the prophecy you mentioned. At the end of the rainbow, which the skyfolk were men dusk at dawn. I can sense a hint of sadness in that breath of words.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Timeout deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
I hope so.
Come on, Danny.
Where we going?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum Kremnos.
Alright.
We're here. This is it. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him. That means he hasn't been... We're here to complete an important...
I agree.
There. That sleeping...
Your grandmother?
Yes. My grandmother, Jacintha, was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival. She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time. I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel, but behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the...
Incredibles.
Seeing him... But when I heard Lord Kratos took that fatal blow to protect Lady Timeout, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Kratos must have done that to become a better man. You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, I wonder what she'd think.
Alright.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame, ancestor. Please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
On this move forward.
4 millennia, a century of the Chrysos War, plunged the nations into chaos and decay until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper,
Look at this
the
one.
100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder. Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir to her left was the lion-headed Solipus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the battered hero of the sky, the Titan's divine body, crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall, with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Seliosi. She merged with my descendants will...
I'm back to our POV. A few days later at Dawn Cloud.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
Alright. So that is done. Enter the forces of dawn and continue your adventure.
I know this is a big ask, Namazune. I hope you understand.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for us to be entrusted with this task.
Go then. Let's hope our concerns don't come true.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
Alright.
There you are, partner. You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
I never show up late for important meetings.
Always dependable. I just hope you didn't lose any sleep. We've still got a tough fight ahead.
Why?
Ready, comrade? If the curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing, then you'll be able to return home after their fall. That would be a problem. Let's leave the emotional... That bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then? Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victory slip away.
Well...
The last mile is the hardest. That's from Dan Heng. Same principle, just more elegantly put.
Hey, speaking of Dan Heng, where is he?
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us.
Alright, let's go.
He's probably not keen on being the center of attention.
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent eye of Twilight and restore compassionate sky to Amphorius.
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, we're fully prepared. But I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer for Miss Hyacinth when she arrives.
Miss Hyacinth, the chosen daughter of the sky, the pride of the Twilight Courtyard.
She's not just the pride. While the Flame Chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, it's not just those chosen by Aglaya who contributed to it. Let's extend our gratitude to the two warriors of the Outlands who bravely stepped up and...
Hero, your saga will be chronicled in epics and celebrated across the New World.
Warrior from the Outlands.
Let's do this.
Endowed with the might of Orynyx, the vanguard of deliverance.
You must have public speaking now.
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuinely speaking from the heart. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and Dan Heng, it's hard to imagine what might have become of Ak. The guest of honor has arrived.
Hyacinth, there she is.
People of Akama, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila. Today is the year 4932 of the Light Calendar. 1062 years since the hero Seliosi initiated the Flame Chase journey. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacinth, as an observer, and now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission.
Alright, let's get that core flying. Alright, head to the fortress. Dome Eye, continue your adventure. I can't just... No, I cannot. Alright. Oh, some guys I'm so quiet. I don't like talking when they doing like cutscenes. But now we're gonna get ready to do this. I'm bringing in mining castles and small golden log show. Hopefully I can play Hyacinth. As we gotta get this guy qualified. Now I'll take this.
They'll surely seize the core.
Let's grab that. And let us go up.
Thanks for waiting, Dan Heng. The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally assembled.
We reshare the history of the world with our hands over and over. I bet this Trailblaze and expedition can make even Alcavelli jealous. It's about to end perfectly.
So full of energy, comrades. Seems I chose the perfect day.
Yes, sir.
Hyacinth, it's all yours now.
Alright.
Legend tells of the Sky Folk once divided into many tribes. The Sun Folk worshipped the sun. The Rain Folk were devoted to storms. And the Winter Folk waited for signs in the snow. Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light. Yet they were blinded to all but one color. They forgot that the light that illuminates the world is made of countless different colors. That's why the rainbow is my favorite. For not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also a bridge, and I want to use the rainbow bridge. Ancestors, with the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Sky Folk, a land we have not seen for 1,000 years.
Ooh, cutscene.
Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more. soar together.
Alright, here we go.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an amazing experience. The Eye of Twilight. It's the legendary sky fortress of Aquila. I never imagined that one day I'd be able to step foot on it.
My ancestors once built a... This must be where the heroes... We are here to end the journey she began. Yes, what we must do will not change, no matter how much of the legends are true.
According to historical records, the civilization that worshipped Aquila once mastered advanced technology, which made their strategically located Sky Castrum the only force that could face Castrum Kremnos head-on in the Chrysos War, but they were divided within. The frequent wars started by the Chrysos heirs drained their power, especially after the prophecy descended. In the end, they had to hide among the clouds, far from the conflicts raging below.
Apparently, the division was when Celiosi's frustration towards the endless strife among her people made her turn her spear towards the Titan above.
Where's she going
After
again?
driving the enraged Titan to the brink of defeat with her two winged companions, they all vanished somewhere in the sky. Her courage was unparalleled, yet she still could not end
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have considered it a fairy tale, but after seeing what happened with Professor Anaxa...
Not anymore, huh?
Not anymore. Has that Titan and that fused hero been looking down on the world from here for 1,000?
Alright. Now we here. Open the door.
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
Alright. Let's look at this place. And wow, it is dark.
Something's not right. I can kind of feel how big and empty this place is. But all I can see is darkness.
Right. What's on the other side of this?
Maybe it's the Celestial Mural. The Sky City believes that mural to be connected to Amphorius' sky. And any weather condition depicted on it will become actual weather. The mural would reflect Aquila's shifting mood, like clear skies, fog, snow, or thunderstorms. The Sky Priests would gather here during peaceful times and pray to the god for warm breezes and good harvests. To put it in words that Gray and Danny would understand, just think of it as a massive screen. In any case, exploring in the dark is never a good option. If we could light up the mural, that really conspicuous device might be part of the ritual. Let's go take a look. It's dark, so watch your feet.
Alright, turn it on. How about it? Got any leads?
I have no idea how to turn it on. If only we had help from the wisdom of those who came before us. That's it. I almost forgot. Gray, Memi, can I borrow your powers?
Got it.
You, ma'am.
We just need to find the scattered memory nearby, right? That's simple. Give me a little time. Feel the flow of time. Over there. And over there. Done. There haven't been many people for a while, so the traces of time are super obvious.
I knew you could do it, Memi. You are a...
Alright. Let's wait. Meantime, I see that chest right there. Okay. Alright. Past Sunfolk.
Foolish rainfolk. The great Aquila has already left a mark of their manifestation on the golden clouds. The gods' choice is clear.
Really?
Only we, the Sunborn, are the true heirs of the sky. This war is destined to end in the victory of the Sunfolk. May the Eye of Twilight never close. May eternal daylight embrace the land.
Left a mark among the golden clouds. Is this referring to the celestial mural? But we can't see anything right now.
Let's see what she has to say. Hey, what is that? Oh, of course. Oh, this one's trying to bug. Basically, I gotta find him here.
Arrogant sunfolk. The Titan will condemn your brazen disrespect. But Aquila, the Sunborn see your behavior as an act of favoritism towards them, and weaponize this reason to oppress my people. The Rainfolk will not suffer. May the Eye of Twilight never open. And may torrid rains descend forever.
Avoid the pursuit of dark clouds. Aquila doesn't like rainstorms. It seems a little hard to believe, but we should write this clue down first.
Alright.
It is, as the rumors said. The Sky Castrum was far from united.
Right.
My guess was right. This venue is indeed where celestial rituals were performed. Memi, can you retrieve even more memories?
No problem at all. Here goes.
There we go.
There we are.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk. Commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural.
Stop, foolish Cloudborn! How dare you tamper with the celestial globe and distort the weather? This is blasphemy!
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to our ancestors, so that we could divide the light and dark equally between day and night, so that all things could grow beneath the celestial phenomenon they preferred. But the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the days are endless, subjecting the land to drought and burning. And you have the gall to accuse the Rainfolk, who you've oppressed.
The land? It is our eternal nemesis.
Rainfolk. So they've been beefing.
How can storm clouds and rain unlock your character is as weak? You! What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been muddled by the heat. By Aquila above, meet your demise!
Wow. Okay.
What a terrifying memory.
The brutal internal...
The proud Sunfolk saw them.
No matter the era,
Goodness, which side?
I can't judge who was right or wrong. But when the box of misfortune is opened, no one escapes unscathed.
The hero Seliosi. How did she view the ancient feud between the Sunfolk and Rainfolk? The legends focus on her god-slaying expedition, but are hazy on the fall of the Sky Denizens. Perhaps I can piece together the true face of history here.
One step at a time. Do you remember the verse that Rainfolk sang, Hyacinth? Perhaps that's the key to unlocking the celestial mural.
Yes, I already memorized it. Now, shall we try to wake it up?
Alright. Hit it.
Wind, snow, rain, shine.
Oh, it's glowing.
In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural.
Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, look at this.
Golden clouds, blazing radiance. What a breathtaking scene.
Look, the mark of the manifestation mentioned by the memory fragments.
How chilling. I wonder if Aquila is also watching us. I remember the Rainfolk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving by changing the weather on the mural.
Wouldn't this affect Akuma?
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Akuma's light comes from the Dawn device shouldered by Kefali anyway. That being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change the weather on the mural.
Okay. Oi.
There! That circular device. And quite that's a west wind compass of the Twilight Courtyard. We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk on. Who knows? It might even lead us to other areas of the Eye of Twilight. Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving useful. Let's go. Leave the adjustments and calibrations to me.
Alright. Climate controller. Alright, let's use the west compass. That huge golden pool down there.
A boiling pool of gold, said to be the energy source that powers the Eye of Twilight's divinity. You should watch your step as you walk. The mechanical structure is a bit different from the one used in the Twilight Courtyard. How should I put this? It's a little more complicated.
It is the future.
Can you handle it, Hyacinth?
This might take a while, but I think I can manage.
Alright, set up a path. Okay, here we go. Red chain points also that block the path. Finalize the route. Okay.
Deep breaths and find the way out.
There we go.
I think this should be right.
Nice. Wait, that was simple. This one's a rainbow.
Look,
Whoa.
the rainbow bridge.
Well done. Now we can cross. Hey, careful!
Is that a memory?
Is that a winged Pegasus?
Looks like a mythical beast. But this one doesn't seem hostile towards us. Hyacinth! Could it be the legendary?
I'm not entirely sure.
We can't assume it's friendly.
Not for all the mythical beasts.
Legend has it that the hero Seliosi was always flanked by two winged companions, Solibus and Lunibus. They were her steeds and comrades. If they are still alive, they might help us confront Aquila.
Let me see something. Nope. Can't use my characters.
It disappeared.
It disappeared.
An illusion? Or the memory dissipated?
How strange. That Pegasus was different from the other memories. It was surrounded in an air of sorrow. It's so heavy that it's hard to breathe.
Was that Lunibus's phantom? Did it appear here because it has unfinished business?
If that's really the case, there must be a super strong obsession keeping it in one piece. Could it be some remaining bits of Celiosi's will?
Maybe.
We can't be sure of that yet.
Alright, let's move. Take the elevator. Activate. We're going up, okay.
Lady Lunibus? Is that you? Can you hear me? I am the descendant of the hero Seliosi. We have come to complete her mission.
Oh, there's Ugly's right there. Let's ignore them.
Let's wait and see.
Oh, I got a space anchor. And that is a
another
mouse. Nope, that is a beast.
Watch this.
No time to fight.
Careful! It's not a memory phantom. It looks like it's alive, but it's so twisted and very shadowy.
Hyacinth, watch out!
So, you're Lady Lunabis. Then that did you lead us? I must have been tormented by pain for. Don't be afraid. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, was once your comrade. Lord Solibus, please. It must have understood me.
Solibus, the sunlit wing. Come on, heroes!
Alright, time to fight. Finally. Temperature.
Lord Solibus, please break free from the control of the Black Tide and return to your senses.
Danger approaches. As you wish.
Bloom. Dying storm.
I hate it.
Accept your punishment. I am struck. Forever you.
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Alright.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return!
I'll see you off.
Embrace a new life. Return to dust.
Let's play for a while. Feeling spiffy?
Burn it all.
Hot. Ooh, blast.
May death
And
protect
goodbye.
us. That hurts a bit.
Fury upon you.
Dead. Let's go.
It's over.
Solibus.
It's free.
No need to be surprised. After all, this is a world where even a pink puppy can speak. Oh, I can't believe I'm calling myself that now too.
Solibus.
Nice.
You're finally awake.
My consciousness has been lost for far too long. Finally, I have been released from the Black Tide's cage. Little girl.
Yup.
Are you Celiosi's descendant?
What's up, Joker? It's been a minute since I've seen
Lord
you.
Solibus.
How you doing, bro?
My name is Hyacinthia, and my companions call me Hyacinth.
Hyacinthia. You don't have the scent of her on you.
It's been 1,000 years. Celiosi's blood may have thinned in my veins, but the resolve of the Sky People has never been eroded by time. I've journeyed here to fulfill her dying wish.
How much do you know about her dying wish?
Yeah, how's things going,
know
bro?
that
Happy Monday.
In order to support the Shattered Sky, she merged herself with the divine body of the Titan. And I also know that she left behind a message, calling on future generations to one day ascend to the heavens again and reclaim the core flame of Aquila.
Has the legend changed so much since your people fell to the earth? Girl, you said you're a doctor.
Oh, okay. Good. Glad you enjoyed yourself with the family.
You know how to heal and tend to wounds with such a weak lot in life. How do you plan to challenge the embodiment of the heavens?
With this long sword, heroic soul. As you can see, we're all Hyacinthia's companions and comrades. You've already witnessed our combined strength.
It's not bad, but still lacking compared to her.
Soulless, let go of your ego and accept their kindness. You've been trapped in time by the Black Tide, while great change has spread over the world. I'm not mistaken. The god of war Nikador also fell to the hands of these warriors.
We've laid all the other titans to rest, one by one. Now the final target for the flame chase is the master of this sky fortress. Please guide us to an audience with Aquila. Heroic souls. Seliosi initiated the era of slaying gods and attaining their flames. Even if she could not witness the end of this era, you will all at least bear witness on her behalf.
Gone.
Is that an eye?
Aquila's mark flew away?
Did they sense something?
Maybe they detected our awakening.
Oh, perhaps
we learned from past memories that the sky...
What the memo sprite said is true. But you all still need a guide.
Follow me, Hyacinthia and fellow warriors. Let the hunt for the gods start again.
Is Lady Lunabis not going with us?
I will be waiting for you all at the next destination, Hyacinth.
Can't go there. So we gotta follow the objective. Just enjoy the ride and have fun with my sister. Like, especially with the casual family. Okay. Well, that's good, man. It's been a while though. Right now, a lot has happened. I lost my 50-50 trying to go for Hudson and got Blade. So I've been upgrading him like recently. But yeah. I managed to almost max out my casters. I maxed out my mighty. So I'm almost done with my Aqualine, maxing her out as well. Just doing my thing. So now I gotta catch up with this story.
1,000 years have passed, and yet this place feels the same. Just that there is no more human clamor. This is the Hall of the Sunfolk, where the Sunborn once held grand ceremonies to give thanks for Aquila's gifts.
So, did the Sky Titan really take the side of the Sunfolk?
Everyone thought so until Celiosi's spear pierced through Aquila's wrath. Only then did we understand that Aquila wasn't hiding from the clouds and rain, but from the horror that lurked within the unlit shadows.
The Black Tide's threat has forced the Chrysos heirs to complete our flame chase journey, heading toward the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
Chrysos heirs.
It's all thanks to those who came What does that mean?
Let's not elaborate on unrelated topics. You now...
What? Oh.
The road got sucked away by the wind fan? Did Aquila do that?
You have nothing to fear.
Yeah.
It looks like this device can amplify the power of Orynyx's prayer. Why don't you try to change the wind's direction with this thing, partner? Now the prayer should rewind for even longer.
Alright, good.
Let's try to control the wind's direction with this thing, partner.
Yeah. I mean, because I have one. Let me show you. Let me show you. When I got 10 and 4.2K, 4.2.
The celestial globe is right ahead. Let's go and force Aquila to come out.
Good, found the other globe.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. change, Celestial Mural. The Celestial Shift didn't work?
These circuits all seem to be corroded by the black tide. Here's hoping those 2 prophecy tablets can help us out.
Take
You know
it.
what? Actually,
Buy
we
some
need
new
to go
armor
ahead
for
and
your
take these
tribe.
guys out, though. What an Akron.
Stream 4.
Give me those materials. Alright. To get these 2. Okay, nice. Alright. Time to solve the puzzle. Easy. Alright.
Problems are solved by taking.
Bingo.
Smooth sailing so far. We've got 1 more. Let's keep going.
Alright. Alright. Investigate this puzzle. We said. It's possible if you have like 860 goodness gracious, that's a lot. Alright, hold on, I got it. No, I messed up already. Hold on. You can put it in 4 and 5 minute full stuff. Alright, hold on. Oh, I had it. Oh boy. Okay. Let me figure this out. Oh, now I got it. Alright. That took a minute, but I got it. Boy, yoy. Alright, give me that. Thank you.
Take it. And buy some new armor for your tribe.
Alright. Purify. Alright, that took a minute, but we got it. Now let's
made it. Hopefully, this is enough to fix the celestial globe.
Thank you. Ooh. Alright. Another puzzle. Oh wait, hold on. Bingo, got it.
Problems are solved by teamwork.
That's the E2S1 castle is. 320 bulls. Jesus. Yeah, that's gonna be like triple that amount. Alright, another black tie. It's done. Y'all can go this way. Let's do this.
Scream for
and bye. Alright. Now let's continue. Now let's use it.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Change, celestial mural.
Looks like they're still avoiding us. I wonder if it's cowardice.
I fear the Aquila of Crescent has long lost their sanity, but instinct still drives them to flee from the shadows, to evade the Black Tide's encroachment. Do not mistake their behavior for weakness, warrior.
Interesting, yeah.
I have faced down the tyrant of the sky. It is no hyperbole that their raging fire is capable of melting the firmament. Amphorius's heavens exist because of their authority. It is time to leave this place. Lunabis awaits you at the next.
A moment, please, Lord.
What is it, girl?
To honor the pact with Seliosi. Her descendants spent a millennium looking up at the sky. I believe my countless ancestors who lived for that purpose deserve to know the truth behind her legend. If you don't mind us knocking on the gates of the past, maybe I can peek into this place's history.
You are the ones who hold Orynyx's miracle. I have no authority to prevent you from delving into the past.
Memi, Gray, could I please ask you for this favor? I want to show the truth to my ancestors waiting on the other side.
Leave it to us. This is your right.
If there are falsehoods in the legends, then there must be a reason for its embellishment. The scene here, I must figure out the truth behind the legend.
Hyacinth, you're such a good child. Don't worry, I'm here. The memories surging here are even more intense than at the entrance. I'll gather them up now, and mold them, and mold them. All done.
Thank you, Memi.
In this history, investigate.
Daughter of Dusk, have you finally gone mad?
I knew it! The child with the blood of two feuding clans will one day destroy the Sky Castrum.
Will you really point the tip of your spear at our god? Stay in your hand. Your recklessness will only bring divine retribution.
Yeah.
Divine retribution. Those innocent children of the earth were sentenced to total annihilation by the god above. while they had nothing more than mere curiosity for things that lie beyond the sky. Look at yourselves. You call yourselves the Sunborn, yet you're unable to bear the blinding sunlight. You even consider sunburns and blisters as a gift from the gods. You declare yourselves the chosen ones, champions favored by Aquila. Yet you dare not even declare war upon the true threat of this world. Instead, you raise your swords and rattle them at your weaker brethren. You are all beyond saving. My father was also a disciple of the sun, but he taught me resilience and justice and guided me towards the light. He taught me wherever there is light, there is hope. Wretched.
Even so, daughter of...
Not just our faith.
A prophecy echoes from the horizons. I choose to believe in that prophecy.
Yeah.
You wish to stop me from...
How can we even fight you?
See, the hunting ground beckons.
The hero Seliosi, disillusioned by the Sunfolk's deeds, decided to sever the source of it all. The god they so blindly placed their faith in.
She was brimming with compassion at that time. Her words were bursting with anger, but her heart had nothing but mercy for the children of humanity.
At that time...
Alright.
We should get going.
Yeah,
Aquila has fled to the other end of the fortress. Let's chase after them. Lunabis will lead the way.
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
Oh, we got company.
Lady Lunabis, we're here.
Aquila. Even though they have been corrupted by the Black Tide, they still maintain a connection with their kin in this fortress.
It bonds as well. Well, time to fight.
You think to him that we will make you understand?
Alright.
Nothing. Receive divinity. I can't die.
Life is not so fragile.
Thanks.
Wilt here. You're spiffy?
Show me your courage. Forever do it. I am struck, dying soul. Now accept your punishment. Burn it up.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Don't stop. Folks.
Heroes, over here. Let's keep going. And aim for the next.
God.
I'm waiting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I gotta stop the stream. Like, my goodness, man. Look, I promise y'all, I'll hop back on this story soon. But this is just... Alright, y'all. I'm sorry. I got something I gotta do. But in the meantime, y'all, I love y'all, okay? Y'all have a good night. Be safe and keep God. Because at the end of the day, He is your mind. I love y'all, and I'm out. I'm sorry. Peace.